Now, is there a way I can put this kind of average sales into one figure within the previous visualization? I can do that. So what I do is I can grab this and put it into tooltip. Now with tooltip, what I'm essentially achieving is as you can see, if I have created an average sale, which is also a visualization underneath the sales visualization. Now here it shows me the sales across different years, across different category of products. And this visualization is essentially the average sales. Now this is confusing. If I can put it into one visualization, one entire visualization, one way of doing it is use the tooltip function. So see, essentially the tooltip was supposed to show me, so if I go to this, it was supposed to show me the entire average as well. I don't know why it's not showing now. Or maybe I can use this. Okay, sorry, I don't know why that's not working. So what I essentially wanted to do is combine two sets of data or two matrices together into one visualization. I'm not able to do it here. I don't know why.
You need to add the cell to the row first and change that into the average cell on the left side.
Okay. So
when you drag the average, you have to drag it to the sum, not the average one.
You can drag cells.
You see under the map, you have the sum of cell.
Okay.
Click on it first and drag it to the tooltip later.
No, you can drag it from the left. Like cells.
Drag the cells?
No.
No, drag the cells from the data into tooltip.
From the data.
Like from the measures. If you want to.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
And then you go to the sum and
Oh,
change
yes.
it to average. On the
Keep that down on there. You're going to do that around.
Average?
no, on the left.
Sorry.
Sorry. Like, no, here. I should do it.
Okay, let's.
Yeah, yeah, and then there, you change it to average. But you can just do it directly.
No, essentially it doesn't show me. What I'm trying to do is blend in both
So it shows average when you hit it, right?
when you over it.
Yeah,
Is it showing it for you?
Yeah, it's right there.
So what do you do? Just
Can I?
yeah, can you?
Yeah.
And yeah. Good. We have a teaching assistant.
Alright, so that was easy. Thank you so much. Yeah, so essentially you're grabbing off, so I tried grabbing it. So it was here for me. So instead of using it here, I can put it as a tooltip and then see it into one visualization. That's what I was trying to show. Okay, so I hope now you can generate basic visualizations and you know how to do this. Basic visualization and crosstab. So we will look at more functionalities as the week progresses. So this was a basic introduction to what Tablue is, what basic functions you can do it. Now, so is there any questions so far? Is there anything that has to be repeated? questions? No doubts? Okay. So as a class activity today, what you're going to do is sit together as team of two. I'm going to ask you something, so you have to do everything that I did today and show me that visualization. So that would be part of your class activity today. Okay, ready? All right. So, for today's class activity, create a cross tab.
Finish? No.
It's finished, but I need
So
to
create
get
a cross
Tablue
tab
now. But the downloading the software is finished.
for product
It'll probably take a while.
type
It'll probably take some time.
Yeah. So,
versus
oh my god. That's better than this one.
Sales.
Look cute, yeah.
now the product type. If you can have a filter to this or add some additional raw to the top or categorize them based on category type, you can do that too. So category type, product type, or better, maybe based on region. We did it for, so for each region and product type, what's the sales? And can you do it across years? Can you build this cross tab? You don't have a product ID in here? I think you have a product name. Yeah, product name is there. So can you use it as a dimension? Yeah,
No, we're
Yeah, I know.
I just refuse to write this business. I don't want to give him validation of thinking he does. Just start fucking hitting everyone in triple B. I'm not gonna sit here and follow that. That's pretty bad.
We should just be working on that now.
Yeah, I don't know why we're starting Tablue. It just doesn't make sense.
Did you guys figure it out?
I'm just saying it doesn't work.
What?
Can we all work on yours?
I'm just wondering why we're on not on market site. Like, what the heck? Our time is due next Saturday. Can we at least spend some time on that?
Yeah, like why would we could have gone through this of the assignment.
Yeah, he also said you're going to go through the assignment. That's probably not happening since it's telling the group.
Well, he did go through it. It was 2 seconds. He was like, okay, I guess while we're all
Oh, yeah,
downloading
sure.
it, we'll talk about it for 3 seconds. Okay, is it downloaded? Everybody. Alright. Why don't you send this to us 5 days in advance and then say, hey, for next class, so you have some time to download this software?
The assignment sheet.
Okay, yeah. You can take product name or type, whichever makes sense. So you'll have to explore that by yourself. Now, as you go about doing it, I'm just going to discuss about your final presentations. Now, let me ask you once again, is there anything else that I need to discuss from today's class again? Should I repeat anything else? I hope it gives you a basic understanding.
Anything.
You didn't understand anything?
I can't remember.
You can't remember anything. So you'll have to start practicing.
Yeah, so
steps for
Okay. So I asked you to build a cross tab, okay? So somebody guide me. Now I'm starting a new worksheet. So so to start a new worksheet, go to this bottom button which says new worksheet, just click it so you will get a new worksheet. And then
Data source.
it's just still the same data source that you're using. So your data, whatever data is indicated on your top right corner is the data source that you have. This is just a new worksheet for you to analyze. So you're still connected to your primary data source, which is this. So if you hit the data source, it shows you from where exactly are you drawing in your data. That's based on the join that you created at the start of the class. That's your data source. And everything apart from that is your worksheet. So I'm asking you to create a new worksheet. So does everybody have a new worksheet?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Now I want you to build a cross tab. When I said a cross tab, I want region, product type, and map it to sales. So do I have region in here? Yes. So I have the region. I have the product type. Oh, sorry. Region. Let's say product name. Now I think product, you have so many products. So because you have so many products, it's going to be a huge table. So let's look at something that's more generic in nature. So what do we have? So try keeping the category itself. Okay, so you have the region and the category. So just work with region and category. But then let's try to drill down as much as we can. So you have region, you have category. Now if I need to look at, say, the order date. Now I have the order date as well. So now these are the dimensions. So once I have the dimensions decided, so what am I going to look at? And then decide whether it is a good way of doing things. No, it's not. So what I would do is I'll try to grab region into filters and say go with some specifics. So now I have data from 4 regions. So what are the 4 regions that I've selected? Okay, so still I don't have any metric with me. So I'm going to use, say, sales. So if I grab it to text, it will show you the cross tab itself. So just grab sales, put it in text, it will show you the sales figures. This is a basic cross tab. Can I drill down? Yes, I can.
What does it mean to put or to drag sum or sales to text?
So if you see the markers in here, as I said, I wanted to create a cross tab. Okay, so what I did is initially build my dimensions first, and when I grabbed sales into row element, it builds a visualization by default. So it's a graph. Now what I needed was a cross tab. To get the cross tab, I have a table function. So instead of the visualization, it will essentially build the cross tab itself directly. So I'm not using any visualization, I'm using labels themselves to build the cross tab. Another way of doing it is, you still have the visualization. You can duplicate the entire thing as a cross tab. Is that clear? Now try adding as much detail as you can into this cross tab.
How to duplicate, please?
So you go to sheet 6 for me, right click it, and you have the option as duplicate as a cross tab. That's one way of duplicating. Now try drilling down.
Nothing
Try.
happened.
No.
Is it not happening for you?
Yeah.
Is it? It's not happening. Okay. So do you have this visualization with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you still go right click on the sheet that has the visualization? Does it show duplicate as a cross tab?
Yeah.
Hit that, and then go to the adjacent sheet. That will have the cross tab.
Because I just looked at it and I was like,
Okay.
confirm it. It was like,
Now trying to add
at least
more
the day before.
dimensions into it
It's even more
and see if you can generate
It's like,
some intelligent report. Now what I mean by dimensions, look at this, it's very plain. What can we do more with this?
This is finished.
Can we color code it to find out which
Wait.
category had the highest sales?
Mm,
Yes, that's one way of doing it. Can I add more information into see, can I drill it down based on product name, or maybe I already have the region in here. Is there a better way of dealing with this? Let's see. No, it's too big. Say, are you say use all? Used all data. Let's try and classify it based on market. Oh yes, that's better. Would it make any sense if I swap it? Okay, it looks good. Now,
what does detail do? I tried detail and it doesn't change anything.
detail. Where is there detail?
On the left, under color. Side contour, repair, and
So detail would. Okay, what does detail do? Let's see. I think detail is basically to identify your dimensions. What's the detail about your dimension? That's it. This is a basic cross tab. Now, if you want
why
a
did you
visualization out of your cross
that
tab,
I
anymore?
didn't. I don't know.
Tableau
It just
essentially
gave me
has
that.
a function which is called show me. So if you hit it,
I thought
it
that
will
is
try and show
your
different
logo
possible
or
visualizations for the cross tab that
No.
you're creating.
Like I made this.
default.
So let's
Yeah.
try. No?
I like this background though. I think I'm gonna keep it.
It's really not going to make sense.
Making a lot of progress.
Okay, so
Really?
you'll have to keep trying different visualizations and see if really it makes sense and if you're able to identify some pattern. So it's kind of an investigative approach. So I've just given you an idea of how to use this. So now you will have to look for patterns, think about some interesting questions. See if you can discover patterns from the data that's being thrown out at you. Any questions? Okay, so if you have come so far, can you do further? Can you give me some patterns? Can you identify some patterns? Can you drag and drop and see, tell me some interesting figures? Okay, you know what? I can create a visualization. Okay, let's try and do it together. Now I just have the category-wise sales figures across years. It doesn't really tell me anything. Now let's try and color code it. Okay, now it tells at least something. I can see that in 2015, I think the largest sale happened in Asia Pacific. But that again is for Asia Pacific. It really doesn't make any sense across different regions. So what can I do with it? So can I explore just Asia Pacific now? Can I drill down further? So I say select from list. Or, but I think it would be better if I leave the region aside. I add market to filters and I only select Asia Pacific. So now it has only Asia Pacific. Can I drill down further? Say with across quarter, what happened across each quarter? Can I build a visualization for this? So essentially you have three different categories. Now, can I move the quarter back? Okay. Now this shows me a visualization where I'm looking at quarter-wise sales across the 4 years. So what does that tell me? I think technology has been pulling up, and by 4th quarter, essentially sales of technology product improves. So at the starting of the year, it's usually the furniture, but then towards the end of the year, it's the technology products. Does that make sense? It does. Because technology sales are high towards the end of the year with Black Friday and Boxing Day coming. So that's the reason why you have in the fourth quarter, across years, technology sales climbing up. So this is how you drill down and analyze. So does it make an intelligent picture? So can you do something like that for me? Can you draw some interesting conclusion? You will have to spend time now. You know, I can teach you only this much. So if you have doubts, just call me. So in the meantime, I'll discuss presentation topics with the other teams. So if you have any doubt, if you feel, you know, I'm trying to do this, I'm not able to do it, how do I do it? We can sit together and do it right now. So try doing it by yourself. Try building some conclusions. Okay, so to grade your class activity, what you're going to do is, please pay attention. Once you have something interesting to share with me, I don't need too many crosstabs, maybe one crosstab and one visualization that makes sense. Left click it, copy image. So you will have option as to in what way do you want the image to be copied. Copy it. Say go to a Word file. And paste it. And give me a description underneath. So what really did you find from the visualization that you did? This is something that you will have to think about. I've given you some steps to do it today. So use what I have taught you to visualize something. And in teams of two people work on one project and send me an email with your visualization. So I'll use that to grade for your class activity. Okay? So try and do it. See if you can find something interesting. So I've shot. Yeah. Maybe team of 2 or team of 3. But make sure you understand what's happening behind. So let me see what kind of visualization you can do. So in the meantime,
Yes, dude.
is team 3 in here today? Yeah.
If he tells me we have to change the project, I'm on this mission.